Welcome back. This is the domain for Task 7, Observe Activity. Let's get started. Task Overview. Procurement contracts with third parties should be closely monitored. As procurement plan entailed a lot of planning and strategizing, your responsibility will be to ensure that the cost, quality, and schedule associated with the work executed externally continuously comply with the project objectives. In this Observe activity, we will introduce the context of the task, the key concepts, essential technical knowledge, and discuss important issues. On the next 4 screens, you will find visuals and descriptive elements that inform the context of the domain for Cloud Tag, Overview, and Task Line. Skip these screens if you have already taken another course in this domain and already got your refresher. You will resume your study when you reach the Key Concepts screen. Let's take a fresh look at this task. Where does it fit in? According to the RDS 2015 published by PMI, there are 7 tasks associated with the domain for. What main outcomes a project manager could expect to achieve as he or she completes these 7 project activities? Domain 4 Overview. To monitor and control your project, you will have to track effectively progress and respond to changes and unexpected problems. By measuring, verifying, adjusting, and working at regulating your project performance, you will ensure achievement of the objectives set forth by the project team. Controlling and influencing performance are important responsibilities that require persistence and careful people management. We have created short headlines for each one of the 7 tasks introduced in the RDS 2015. Next screen will show you how their progress fits into the project plan. See below our task line presenting the 7 tasks of the 4th domain as delineated in the new 2015 RDS. The 7th task is marked in bold. Take note of the preceding tasks. Among the projects you have completed so far, do you recall performing all or part of these monitoring and controlling tasks? In this presentation, we will focus our interest toward the task number 7. How familiar are you with this task? Take a minute to read the full description of this RDS task as summarized in the PMP Exam Outline 2015, page 9. Let's identify key concepts specific to the 7th task. Project Finance. Procurement Monitoring. Quality Measurements. Let's clarify our understanding of these concepts in the context of the project manager day-to-day job. How do you understand these concepts? Take a moment to write down notes in your own words. Always check the latest PMBOK guide when you are in doubt. When you are ready, move on to the next screen where we present note cards with our digest of these important key terms. You will compare with your current understanding and identify gaps. This quick mental exercise will facilitate your knowledge acquisition. Project Finance. In addition to the deliverables and objectives that were chartered for the project must adhere to budget in producing the project deliverables. It is important to note that project finances directly impact the final results and feed into the quality and satisfaction of the customer's deliverables. Understanding the variables that affect procurement will help to control project costs. Procurement Monitoring. Procurement monitoring can be crucial to overall project success. Changes to the project can affect procurements in positive or negative ways. Monitoring of deliverables from external providers using proper tools and techniques is a key. External deliverables can have a direct impact on timelines or the product your customer receives. Quality Measurements. Gaining customer satisfaction is an important goal of any project. Enduring satisfaction is less likely if quality is poor and, therefore, a primary ingredient of not only procurement, but the project overall. Best practice measures the quality of the deliverables using acknowledged quality measurements. Some of those same quality measurements for the project may apply to the procurement process by inspecting and verifying the seller's products. PM Technical Knowledge. In addition to the concepts presented earlier, it is also important to keep in mind essential knowledge and definitions. This task requires technical knowledge of the contract administration. Step 1. Write your own summary. Write down your own definition and key points to describe the essential project management knowledge associated with this topic. Step 2. Review our one-page summary. Browse our collection of knowledge sheets and review quickly the project management essential knowledge we have summarized. Step 3. Self-assess your review. How did you do? Comparing your summary with the one shared by peers should help you reinforce your foundational knowledge. Pause and go to next screen when you are finished. Well done! We have set a solid foundation to tackle implementation. Now, it is up to you to make it work. What are the useful project management processes, techniques, and tools that will enable you to engage stakeholders and achieve this task's goals? Ensure understanding of the project manager's duties for this task, one step at a time. See next a list of 4 pieces to take into consideration when you review the project procurement process in your organization. What are the main challenges a project manager needs to overcome to complete this task? See below our tasks review card. 1. Procurement plan. 2. Project management plan. 3. Organizational assets. And 4. Project objectives. What are your thoughts? Does this list make sense? On the next screen, we selected a leader's words of wisdom to bring perspective and inspire you as you tackle this task. Procurement for projects is ultimately the organization's responsibility, but knowledge about the process is the responsibility of a successful project manager. This quote is from Gloria Brown, PMP. Let's take a look at issues that you may encounter and how to address them using trusted project management standards. Procurement planning is key to delivery of external services. The procurement plan is a subsidiary plan to the project management plan. It should define all the key procurement elements, such as constraints, assumptions, risks, and lead times, that are critical to procurement success. It is the roadmap for the project to obtain goods and services from external vendors as defined within your organization. How does this impact procurements? The project management plan represents the agreement between the project manager and various stakeholders as to how the project will be managed. It will include scope, cost, and schedule baselines that have a direct impact on procurements. How can this help me with procurement planning? Organizational process assets focus on the organization's policies and procedures and can feed directly into the procurement plan. These guidelines will support you on your quest for procurements. Later, they should be updated as a part of lessons learned and closing procurements so that others can benefit going forward. Were project objectives met? Verification of the deliverables will answer this question. If a project's objective was to provide a new web-based application, part of the procurement would be servers sized appropriately and delivered with all the correct tools installed to support the application. Let's take a pause to reflect as we are getting ready to wrap up this first presentation. Did you observe any discrepancy between your current practice and the review items presented in the previous screens? Why not pick 1 or 2 of these new best practices exposed in this presentation and make it your goal to implement them? That's it for now. We have collected important observations about key concepts, processes, techniques, and tools associated with this task. Make a mental note or write down the main points you want to retain. Take a couple of minutes before you jump up to the time for action. To earn points for this activity, you will complete a truths and myths quick quiz. In the next Explore activity, you will take a best practice survey and explore critical factors that can break or make this project's task. Keep in mind the information provided in this presentation